So I competed this past weekend on Sunday in SoCal Powerlifting that was hosted by Zach Bartel. And this was the first meet that I actually didn't cut weight for. So I weighed in at 68.5 kilos. I've always cut to 63, so this was my first one where I didn't have to cut, so that was nice. Well, I hit a 182 squat, so that was 402, 220 bench, 100 kilos, and then I deadlifted 440, so that was 200 kilos. I went 6 for 9, so I got all 3 of my squats. I only got my opener on bench, which was actually kind of frustrating because I went for 231, so 105 kilos for my second, and I missed, and then I missed it on my third, obviously. And I've hit that in training, and I've also hit 107, so 237 pounds. There you go. So that was a bit frustrating. I don't know why. What I'm thinking is that, well, number one, those squats took a lot out of me. So by the time that I got to bench and deadlift, I didn't have a lot of energy. But I think when I'm in training, I usually have someone giving me handoffs only on my top sets. So other than that, I do self handoffs. And I think that it's kind of throwing me off just because at the meet, when I was setting up, I felt like even right before I got the start command, it felt awkward. So in my mind, I already knew, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna go well. And I could even just tell just from my my first attempt, where I kind of like misgrooved it a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is like, these are gonna suck. So bench is kind of wonky for me because unless my technique is like absolutely perfect, then like I can make or miss a lift. So I always have to, I think going into nationals, I will probably be doing a self handoff. That's gonna play it by ear depending on how training goes. And so for deadlift, I missed my third. And I think what the issue there is I actually had, I irritated my piriformis a couple of weeks ago. So I haven't been able to really surprisingly squat, at least without pain. The week where I was supposed to go my heaviest, I literally started warming up. I think I got to 265 pounds. I was in Chad's garage, and he kind of like, I was shifting to my left side really bad, and he was just like, you know, like, we're gonna stop there. So I think after my third squat, my glute like locked up and my lower back on my left side started getting a little wonky, and that kind of freaks me out because I dealt with that injury 2 years ago, and like I started getting some sciatic pain. So I was like, oh, like this isn't good. So we lowered my opener, and I was just like, initially I was like, I'm just gonna pull my the opener and we'll just like leave it there. Did my opener, it felt fine, so I was like, okay, you can do my second attempt. Second attempt, I felt the bar. I felt like I couldn't, if you look at my videos, that I felt rounded in my upper back, so I wasn't able to really set my shoulders and stay tight how I normally do, and I felt that on my second attempt. Obviously, like I got the weight anyway, but I could feel that my positioning was off.
How many pounds is that? That's 462 pounds. Well over 3 times body weight right here, right now. Get behind lots more. Let's go!
And I think just for my third, like once I got off the floor, I felt it was rounding, and it was just like, maybe I could have pulled it. You could see where I thought about it a second time. I was like gonna try and like reset, and I was just like, I'm done, forget it. So I went 6 for 9. I think I had a Wilks of 485, which is kind of a bummer, I guess, just because it's like 30 less than what I've done before, but I'm excited going into nationals. I think not cutting weight will be good for me. I'm gonna kind of take care of my glute over the next couple of weeks and just hope that you know, it doesn't, as long as I take care of it, make sure nothing worse happens, get it checked out, that I think it'll be fun. So thank you for watching, And I'm gonna try and be recording a video every week on my training. I know I said that last time and I kind of slacked off. So going into nationals, my goal is to do a video training recap every week. So stay tuned.